So China's been in the news a lot recently. So let's look at some crazy, crazy facts about China. Oh, and by the way, I'm a music producer. Keep that in mind for later on in the video. You'll see why. Coming to the first stat of our video. China is around that amount of square kilometers, making it roughly 39 times bigger than the UK. Insane. Now, it would be cool if we could actually see this in picture form, like to actually get a grasp of how big the country is in comparison to the UK. Whoa, that is huge. That's literally the size of Europe. Like if you take this part and spread it around here and here, and take that part and spread it around there, that's literally Europe. Minus Russia, of course. 18.41% of the people in the world are Chinese. When God said he so loves the world, he meant he so loved the Chinese. So that probably means that most of one of the top world's most spoken languages is probably Mandarin or Cantonese as well, just by default of that stat. On average, 34 children are born every minute in China. Have any of you seen that series on TV which was called One Child Born Every Minute in the UK? If that's true, one child born every minute, and this is 34, I mean, that's just like, it's not even, that's crazy. That's a big, big difference. I mean, even with the size of China, I don't even know how they're accommodating that amount of people. Look at that population growth chart. That is basically linear. I mean, like even during the times of, you know, between 2020 and 2023, it's still pretty linear. It does start to taper off a bit, but now here you can really see the population starting to like curve down a bit, which is, yeah, interesting. 94% of the entire Chinese population live in the same 43% of China. Okay, so one born every 34 minutes, and the amount of population they have is only concentrated in half of China, which probably means that the other half is uninhabitable. Probably a lot of mountains, ranges, stuff like that. Hong Kong was ruled by the British in 1841 and given back to China in 1997. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's move on. China used more cement between 2011 and 2013 than the US used in the entire 20th century. What? That's 100 years, you know? And they did that in 2 years. I mean, China's not that much bigger than America in terms of population. I mean, they've got like, I don't know, 1.4 billion, and America's got 330. It's not a huge difference in comparison to that sort of stat. That's crazy. There's a new skyscraper built in China every 5 days. So yeah, I mean, they probably have to at this point to accommodate the amount of birth rates that they have, considering as well they only live in 43% of the actual country. So Chinese railway lines could loop the earth twice. Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, these are the stats we're here for. That's cool. The Forbidden City was literally forbidden to commoners. I didn't even know China had a forbidden city. All I know is the Great Wall of China, and that's it. Let's take a look at this city.
It's one of the great architectural wonders of the world.
Oh, it's just like the buildings
China's
you see on
Forbidden
TV.
City. A vast collection of buildings, all made mainly of wood.
It's the largest complex of palace buildings anywhere in the world.
Said to have had more than 9,000 rooms, it was a place of staggering power. Home to China's rulers for 500 years. It was filled with dazzling treasures.
I guess I see why it's forbidden.
Planned over a decade, major construction took just 4 years, but it raises many questions.
How did they build it?
Yeah.
Where did the resources come from to create something so vast?
How did they do it?
Behind this grand edifice
that's
was
impressive.
a great superpower. Ming Dynasty China.
They had the most powerful economy and
Man, they've got
technology
some of the
much
best
more in
attire,
advance of the West.
That's quite interesting. I wonder if it's still literally forbidden now, because it says was. So I wonder if tourists can go and visit now. There are 9,999 rooms in the Forbidden City. Not surprising, given that fact, then number 9 is a lucky number in China. So like if it reached 10,000, would that kind of be like unacceptable? Who knows? The average new home pricing in Beijing is about 34,000 yuan, which is about 5,000 USD per square meter. Now I'm gonna show my ignorance here. I have no idea if that's a lot or not. Zero idea. Somebody in the comments knows. Tell me please. The most popular traditional Chinese instruments that we might hear. So we have the dizi or the dizi, which is how it's pronounced in the Chinese native language. We've got a pipa, a halusi or halusai, and we have a zayo or a xiao, which is how it's said in Chinese. What would a modern song with these instruments sound like, I wonder? So here we have a dizi, pipa. Nice. Got yanquin. And then xiao. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's put this all together. Oh yeah. The main melody of the song is made using the xiao. So I feel we should probably call the song xiao. Or for us English or non-Chinese speaking people, zayo. Both sound super cool. If you want to hear the full song, you can check it out using the information down below. But we're going to continue with the video. You can watch it and listen to it at the end too. Despite China spanning 5 geographical time zones, the official national standard time is on Beijing time. So you're telling me from the very far west to the very far east of China, it's just the same time, which doesn't make sense. So one part of China, there could be sunrise and the other part could be sunset or like close to sunset. Well, I mean, if it works for them, I guess. China uses 45 billion disposable chopsticks a year. Wow. Talk about finding a needle in a haystack, am I right? Okay, sorry, I apologize. Moving on. There are around 46,000 shopping malls in China. That might sound low, but to put into perspective, that's 4 times the amount to the US and around half of the malls worldwide. I don't have any words. Damn. Like you heard earlier in the video, I made a modern song with traditional Chinese instruments. Please go and check it out. Let me know what you think. Use the information down below to go and listen to it. Aside from that, you can also click the link on the screen to watch another video if you'd want from me. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.